what's up you guys, Aftershow Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more of The Flash. This is season 5, episode 12. Right, so I'll probably pause at some point during this reaction just because I've got some food on the way. But yeah, just letting you guys know. Right, last week's episodes I wasn't a fan of, which you probably could tell from the reactions. But let's go on and read some of your comments and see what you guys thought. Right, so Flash and Furious. So apparently a defendant's remorse has no bearing on their guilt or innocence. It can affect their punishment that they receive, though. Interesting. Reverse Flash got erased in season 1 and season 2 as well of Legends of Tomorrow. But he probably just wakes up on his bed after getting erased. I wonder if they'll ever, like, have an episode of literally just his whole story. I'd like to see that, and I think you guys would too. Funny how Gideon thinks that all the Wells doppelgangers are the same person. Pretty silly of the computer to do that. But I'm pretty sure that they said that Barry created Gideon. So, I mean, I think that's probably more to do with Barry than the computer itself. I'm just saying. Some of you thought I was being too harsh on, Jocelyn. My problem is that I feel like in the 2 episodes that she was in, she was a completely different person in both of them. One, she was literally, like, in one, she killed her dad. If that had been her dad, she would have killed her dad. But it was just a hologram. But needless, behind all that, she still killed him, and the moments after that, she showed no remorse. So, I still think that, that compared to her all of a sudden feeling remorse, I don't know. It didn't seem like the same character to me, and so that's why I was kind of harsh on her. So it's meant to imply that everything has taken a toll on Cisco, and he's just been holding it in. A lot of you guys, like, also kind of seem to agree with me with the, like, Cisco not wanting powers all of a sudden. I find the whole Whether Witch nor Remorse storyline frustrating as well, but that's just the show's identity. Arrow is the harsh, morally grey show. The Flash is all about kindness and rainbows and stuff. And Supergirl is pretty much that, but cranked to 11. That's it. Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Something about behind the scenes stuff, I'm just going to ignore that, because I don't want to know. Right, now we go into the Seeing Red episode, which, by the way, I'm still really annoyed about. Maybe I have a certain expectation when it comes to that title, but, I don't know. There was one comment that I read. I hope it's still here. I hope I still find it so I can read it out loud, because I agreed I thought it was a very good comment. The reason we haven't had Joe recently is he hurt his back. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Someone mentioned it a couple episodes ago. I was stating in that episode, I like that they're explaining his absence in a in-universe reason. Not that I didn't know that. Regarding Nora being smart enough to create a language, yes, she does rash, impulsive decisions, but she is smart when it comes to math and science and stuff. Yeah, fair enough. Also, Barry was paralyzed by Zoom. In 2x06, he was slowly starting to walk around again through the next episode just in time for that season's crossover. So that's good. Right, this is the comment that I really liked. I think Iris makes very poor decisions in relation to Nora. Since Nora spent the first few episodes ignoring and avoiding her, Iris seems to be doing everything that she can to please her. She mostly always sides with Nora, even when she probably shouldn't. Like we've said before, Nora going back in time with Barry was dangerous. She had already made plenty of mistakes before, including messing up the timeline, and they were just like, yeah, sure. And they were just going back to get some important... They were going back to some important, dangerous times. I'm really bad at reading sometimes. I apologize. Barry was a bit out of character this episode, and I agree with you more after all the points you brought up. He let Thorne go, despite having killed his mother. He didn't kill Zoom after he had killed his father in front of him. He also didn't kill Savitar, despite having tried to kill Iris. I think I would have believed Iris wanting to kill Cicada more, seeing as she is the one that actually killed Savitar. I agree with that 100%. Why couldn't they just do that instead? It just seemed very out of character for Barry. Cicada should have definitely been stopped by now. There are a zero amount of ways that they could have captured it. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at reading sometimes. They should have brought Medicuffs with them and put them on Cicada while Frost was freezing the dagger. I agree. Barry should have knocked him out while he still had a chance, but instead was just like, oh my god, Nora, you're walking again. Oof, that really annoyed me. Cisco no longer wanting powers does seem weird to me. If he wants to stop being a hero, then he could just not use his powers. If the cure is permanent and he changes his mind or needs his powers for an emergency, there's nothing that he can do. I never liked the idea of Cisco not wanting his powers. I agree. I mean, you could just stop using them. I mean, it's not like it's like a drug that, you can't stop yourself from using. Like, just don't use them. If you don't want them, don't use them. Like, I'm supposed to believe that he's going to get rid of his powers and still work at Star Labs? Like, he's still going to be in danger. Like, he said, I don't want to be in danger all the time. You're still going to be in danger. What was it? Was this like season 1 or something? He didn't have his powers. And he got kidnapped by Mick and Snart. You were still in danger then? I don't get it. Some of you did think that I was a bit harsh, so, I mean, fair enough. But it was just really frustrating coming off of last week's episode with the silly fucking... the silly Batmobile thing, like, with the emojis. That was just silly. Come on. Why was it designed for a fucking 10-year-old to be able to harness? Oh my god. What else do we have? Right. They're making the cure with Cicada's weapon, which doesn't work on Frost. So the cure shouldn't even work on Killer Frost. So, like, why... Like, why would Killer Frost be at all scared of that? If it doesn't affect her. So there's that. Nora did not create the language. She learnt it from Thorn. He's well versed in time travel, hence the language. It's not said, but you could infer that that's how she learnt it the minute you see her go visit him. Yeah, I could believe that. I mean, either or. I mean, I think personally that makes a bit more sense than her actually creating a language. But I mean, I can buy into both of them, I think. I do think the writers constantly change their mind whether or not Killer Frost is a metahuman. For instance, in Season 3, she gained her abilities when Flash messed up the timeline. Also, through Season 3, Caitlin was constantly wearing meta-dampening cuffs. That's true, I didn't think of that. Which, since we know this season she isn't a metahuman, the cuffs shouldn't have worked. Yet they did. But when it comes to this episode, they make cure seem like it's a possible threat for Killer Frost, even though it's a cure for metahumans, which Killer Frost is not, according to the Cicada situation. Also, I'm really offended you guys keep calling him Cicada. His name is American Pie. So, like, I'm going to read out these comments and read American Pie. Just saying. Wow, there's a lot of comments on this one. I like it. Iris is just really naive. I agree. Nora said it a couple of times, but I keep forgetting to mention anything. Whenever she says, whenever Nora says Shui, it's a Neo Gotham thing in Batman Beyond. That's cool. Barry's the Superman of the Arrowverse, is extremely powerful but driven by emotion. That's why we get Flashpoint. That's why we get an all-powerful alien trying to be dictator of the whole world because his wife dies. Right, that's Superman, okay. That's why Batman, in my opinion, is a way more compelling hero. He and his Arrowverse counterpart, Mr. Oliver Queen, run on logic and operate in moral grey areas, but they still have a heart, a code. Interesting. Interesting way to think of things. But yeah, we've gone through pretty much all the comments. Let's get into the episode, shall we? I apologize. That's like 13 minutes of, like, comments. Wow. I think that might be, like, the longest comment section part of the video yet. Can we make next week's longer? Let's get it.
I want you to think about the biggest secret in your life. The one you keep from the people that you love, or even from yourself. I want you to imagine what would happen if that secret got out.
Who are you talking to?
You ready for this?
Dad, I'm not fast enough yet.
No backing out now. This is the biggest race of your life. You ready?
How does this work?
Dad, wait. Oh,
do you think you can skate real fast?
I'm doing it.
Yeah, the last time I went ice skating, I will not be doing it again. It's a lot of fun, I won't lie. But I landed on my wrist, and I seriously injured it.
Such a mom.
Although, strangely enough, it's fine.
Larry Blumenthal is dead?
Yeah.
The patent register across the hall from you with the 400 square footage and the
courtyard views? Yeah, dead as a doornail. You can have that place if you want it, yours to rent.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is perfect. I mean, my ad revenue has been up this quarter, so...
Yeah, with the extra space,
Is he
you'll be
the
able to
realtor?
hire editors, photographers.
Because that's not how that works.
The memory machine many times. I have enter into people's minds using this very technology, from the unfortunate comatose victims of the Summerhold Institute to, yes,
Summerhold!
Jarvis Tetch himself, the terrible Mad Hatter killer. Well, what do I find? But Watson in flagrant délit in interpersonal relationship with my wife, fourth wife, but still.
You're saying you could see your partner's memories?
It's a possible side effect of traveling in pairs. And speaking of which pairs would like
So
to
that's
volunteer
something you
for this
don't want
mission?
to
I
happen.
suggest this.
Are you going to sabotage this?
How do I hack this thing so that Dad won't see my memories? So I can go in. Alone. And I'll be back before anyone notices, but by that time Grace will be awake anyway.
Activating brainwave
Oh,
transmission.
this is a bad idea.
Let's get you through this portal and out of your coma before anyone notices I snuck in here.
No. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm trapped.
Yeah, you didn't think this one through, did you?
Grace's brain thinks Nora's a pathogen.
Yes, we can expect its synaptic defense mechanisms to try and eliminate her.
Remember I told you about the Mad Hatter? He was also brain damaged. So after my dispute with Watson,
Mad
my
Hatter!
fourth wife, Watson pursued the case on his own.
That's
until the day
why.
I found
Okay.
him hooked up to that machine à mémoire, brain dead.
So, can you tell me, was he violent?
Hell yeah. Every Thursday, comes in and assaults anyone in here.
Well, that's rude.
Unnecessary? You said that dude assaulted people.
He assaults everyone in here with that terrible music.
Dibs. Well, that didn't pan out the way that I hoped. We will have 2 mother-in-laws, please.
No. Truck, thank you for your time.
There's a
think we're
drink
done.
called Mother-in-Law.
No idea. She was on the red line headed downtown.
Why is this all purple all of a sudden?
Fourth and Wade.
Well, we can't just let her sleep on this bench.
Oh my God, Barry.
Wait, is that?
Is that Joe West's granddaughter?
Nora? Hey, Nora!
Oh, you're in her memories. Ooh, it's good.
What happened here?
I guess in Nora's future, Star Labs is
The flash museum.
flash music.
Oh! Oh my God!
Flash toys and flash phones, flash rings. Are you kidding?
I have one of those! Where is it?
This is all gonna go
I
to
don't know
your
what
head,
it is.
isn't it?
We've got a big day.
This is,
First, we're going to the zoo, and then we're going to the
this is
movies.
an interesting
We're
dollhouse.
gonna get ice cream, and then
This whole thing was a setup. Of course your informant didn't know Cicada.
I mean, he knew of Cicada.
You lied to me. You wasted my time so I could be your wingman tonight? What?
No, dude, it's not like that.
You know, just when I think you're growing up,
I
you go
think
ahead
he
and do
was
something that shows me you're just as selfish as the day we
Trying to
met.
be your
That's for the
wingman.
drinks.
these guys get their own wing.
Who is Cicada? Officials believe he is Orland's
Barry, maybe we
wife,
should keep looking for the
nephew.
portal.
Trickster,
But
Zoom,
when Cicada resurfaced in
American
2024,
Pie,
after the Flash vanished,
Amunet
someone had to
Black.
speculate that Cicada
Flash did everything he could. But Cicada killed more people than Zoom, or even the Red Death. In the way the city saw it.
Hold on, Red Death. Okay, that's a thing. Sorry, I found that funny. Cicada killed more people than Zoom. Come on. He's not that bad. Like, he's kind of weak sauce. Come on.
She remembered
a
this.
catastrophic event.
A new Meta was last seen jumping off a building.
We're gonna see it again.
Every meta will die.
You knew that.
You're a Meta and a liar.
All metas aren't bad.
My uncle is a hero. He protects people, and I protect my uncle.
Killing people is not a heroic thing.
You are never coming back to this place again. Let's go. Excuse me, what is in your pocket? Hand that over right now.
It's not yours.
Well, it is now. There are consequences to your actions. Hand it over.
Well, that's a very flimsy toy.
I hate you.
Leave it. Let's go.
Well, I guess being
That
without
wasn't you.
Barry changed you.
And guess which one was the only one that cleared? The Central City citizen.
I know it's got baggage, but it's just a name.
Is it? I mean, we've been looking at that front page for 4 years. Flash, missing, vanishes in crisis. And I'm the one that writes that article, Barry. But
Well, I
Barry,
mean,
look
you
where it
know
gets us.
for a fact
These
that
are
it
Nora's
happens
memories
regardless
right now,
of
in this
you writing it
timeline,
or not,
after
because
she
someone else
interfered.
wrote it in the
Let's keep looking for the portal.
Iris Dies timeline. What the hell, Hal?
On the house.
Do I look that pathetic?
You look like you belong here about as much as I do.
Thought I was coming here for a business meeting.
What do? Sell leather?
Nope.
Tattoo artist?
Mm-mm.
Gun for hire?
Trust me. You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Well, I'm a photographer, so it looks like we're both a little lost.
If I looked at the DNA of 2 siblings, one who became a meta and one who didn't, I would have a close enough genetic match to isolate the part of the genome that controls meta genes. I'm sorry, did I just say that out loud?
Yeah.
Cisco,
Camilla.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I can't find the
Aw.
portal anywhere.
It's Nora's defense mechanism.
Well, doesn't that say an interesting thing to you?
Hello?
Nora, is that you? Caitlin! Yes, I told you the MAD 2.0 could complete your emergency beacon. Nora, your parents went into your memories. Let me conference them in.
Sorry, my parents went where?
This is weird.
The portals are hidden in perception gaps.
Things that you remember the way you want them to be, not the way they actually were.
Because you're in denial or your perception was colored by anger or what have you.
It's just a memory. One warped from the perspective of a sad, angry little kid that ran away from home. Don't you get it? That person that we saw in there, the bad mom that Nora told us about, she doesn't even exist in any timeline.
I don't
told
like
you
that.
You had to be. You just gotta believe
Because
it.
they gave, like, Iris, like, some nuance, like, you know.
To your uncle's house? I don't think it's really like this.
Okay, better eat up, kiddo.
Oh, okay.
Grace, get down!
This episode really devolved into, like, a weird thing.
Oh no. You dropped your toy.
I just wanted to see the museum.
I know, honey, but you ran away. I didn't know where you went. I was afraid you could have gotten hurt.
It's not fair.
I know, honey. I know it's not fair. I love you, Nora.
Like, this is really sweet, but I have feelings.
So
That was really sweet. Iris seemed very sweet there. And that's kind of the problem. We started this season out, like, you know, Iris maybe wasn't particularly the greatest mum. And that was something to strive towards not being. But for it to be like a perception of a child, and she actually was a good mum, kind of undermines that whole story arc. And I don't like it. Like, why couldn't Iris be bad? Just this one time. Not everyone is perfect, you know? And it kind of bothers me that they're trying to make it out like she is here on this. And I don't know. Maybe I'm not making much sense in regards to this. Maybe you understand better. I don't know.
Grace, I know you're afraid.
I like the nuance
You think that
to
you'll
it,
never be
and
as happy
now
as
it's
you were
just
that day
gone.
with your uncle.
Now
That's why
she's
you
just a
try to
good mum.
remember it as perfect.
You're a liar.
Huh?
Grace.
It's not American Pie.
And I'm
Unless he
the only
grew a
one
bunch
who
of
can
hair.
help him.
She's not coming.
What?
Hurry.
Come on. Come on.
Weird.
Is a satellite shard full of dark matter in Grace's head.
Oh, Dieu.
Sometimes surgeons leave a piece of shrapnel in a patient's brain if it's too dangerous to remove. And we think that the dark matter was seeping out to create a barrier around her brain. We can't go back in as long as it's there.
Why did you go in without us? We had a plan.
No, I know. You know, just with the machine being ready and knowing that Cicada was still out there, I guess I got a little excessive.
It's not the only reason, though, right? It was protecting her secret.
What secret is that?
Her feelings for her mother when she was a child. It must be painful memories. Is that correct, Nora?
Why did you
Yeah,
just
exactly.
save her?
Okay.
Were you just trying to get her to
started
squirm?
on it.
What was the defense mechanism that Nora was using?
It was one of the costumes from the museum.
What costume?
The reverse flash.
That's not gonna make you question anything, Barry?
See that ledger down there? That's the year the paper was founded. In my time.
2021. It's 2 years from now.
You're changing the future already.
I know it wasn't real, Nora. But it must have come from a very real place. He must have been so angry with me to see me that way.
I was angry all the time.
No, I don't like it. It doesn't make
Angry
sense.
for not getting to have a dad. Angry because
It's creating a false
nobody
memory.
seemed to understand
I
what
don't
I was
get it.
feeling. So sorry for the way that I treated you.
No, I don't like
Back
it.
then,
It's backtracking on like an arc that you had, like one of the only arcs that you've had this season.
Nora lied to me. She'll pay. They'll all pay.
Something really weird about a kid saying that.
I managed to locate a pair of meta, non-meta siblings, so this cure, it's as good as done. All right, good. Because I've been thinking, I want to use the cure on Cicada.
No. I mean, I'm saying no, as in like that's the rule that you'd said. Like we're not gonna force the cure on anybody. Already, you're making decisions that I said that you would. I don't know what to say. Well, that was The Flash, season 5, episode 12. I mean, this episode was alright, but then it just kind of devolved into like a mess. I don't like the idea that this was a false memory, a false existence of Iris in Nora's memory. It makes for like what she did at the beginning of the season, like wrong. They just backtracked on like an interesting arc. I don't like it. Why? Why did they do that? Was it like they just didn't want Iris to look bad? Like, I don't get it. Not everyone is perfect, and it made her way more nuanced, and like you could like kind of come up with, you know, ideas and reasons as to why she like was not a good mother. Like, you know, she lost the love of her life and all that kind of stuff. But like, I don't know. This episode fell flat on its face at the end, I think. Man, what is up with this season so far? Like, it started really good, and it's just kind of devolved into a bit of a mess. What is this? Like, what? Who? Like, why? Why is Cicada? Was that some fucking? What? No! American Pie. Sorry, I'm losing my mind here. What was this? This was like the little girl being like, she'll pay, was kind of laughable. Because you're a little girl. Where's the fucking... Where is it? Yeah, that's another person. That's not even American Pie. That's a girl. They saw like hair before. I don't understand why all of a sudden is, I don't know. And they're like they're talking American Pie up as though like he's like a really big villain, but he should have been caught by now. This is like a kind of Diaz situation where I feel like he's just too long. Like maybe I could buy maybe he was like a half a season villain or something. But he should have been stopped by now. I don't know. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? I really like the Flash Museum. I wish we saw more of that. I don't know. Nora going in by herself was really dumb. Again, making another dumb decision. She makes a lot of dumb choices. And like, look, all you had to do was be like, I can't go in because then you'll see your future. And you're not supposed to see that stuff. Possibly. But instead, she does this. Oh, it's so stupid. Anyways. I'm just a little annoyed. Look. I don't know. It's half of the season so far. Well, like this middle part of the season, I should say. It's been a bit of a mess, I feel. I hope it gets better. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.